his first home game sees an identical side to his first away one at Anfield. Robert Sanchez is one of 9 ever presents in this Brighton 11. The back line have also started every game so far this season. Lewis Dunk brings up 350 league appearances for the club today. There was a concern over Moises Caicedo after he missed training in the week, but he's fit to continue that partnership with Alexis McAllister. No concern at all over Leandro Trossard. Fresh from his hat-trick last weekend, he scored in the last 2 Brighton wins against Spurs. Danny Welbeck, though, still looking for his first goal of the season. Same Brighton side and almost the same bench, 19-year-old local lad Ed Turns is called up in place of young Paraguayan Julio Enciso. Antonio Conte's named the same side for the last 2 games, but changes are plenty here today, 4 in total. Hugo Lloris has played every minute so far this season. In front of him, Ben Davies is back. He returns to a Premier League starting 11 for the first time since August in the first of those changes. Emerson Royale starts his 3-game ban for his North London derby red card. So Matt Doherty has handed his first club start of the season. Ryan Sessegnon comes in on the left. There's a change of shape as well, so that facilitates a rare start for Yves Bissouma. Just his second for Spurs on his first return to Brighton since he left here in the summer. So Harry Kane and Heung-min Son will lead the line as a dynamic duo. Richarlison, Ivan Perisic and Clement Lenglet all drop down to the Tottenham bench. Tears in Tottenham eyes, Italian tricolours in the Tottenham end here. Raw emotion for Antonio Conte. A desperately sad loss. Well, the players across the Premier League decided to select moments throughout this season to take the knee ahead of the matches. This is the first of 2 no room for racism campaign weekends. So a chance to remind everyone of the ongoing fight against discrimination. A home debut for Roberto De Zerbi. It's been 5 weeks since Brighton last played here at the Amex and thumped Leicester.
Back yourself to whip it into the top corner.
Son for Spurs. Sanchez across to deny him.
Yeah, the keeper did well, he held his ground, and then when he realised where the ball was going to end up, he just steps across. It's a comfortable save.
Stolen by Højbjerg. The strength of Kane takes him away from Webster. And now Kane takes aim. Højbjerg back to Kane, who looks to have kept himself onside. Trossard, McAllister, March to Gross, far away, but Brighton will come again, on by McAllister, routine for Lloris.
There's a decent couple of crossing positions there for Brighton, but they're whipping the ball in, crossing the ball along the floor, and you can see how many bodies Tottenham have back, so really from those positions, whether it be Gross or March, they need just to get their foot underneath the ball and lift it, try and bypass some of those defenders.
Højbjerg takes up the running. Sessegnon, that looks an inviting one. It was, but it's over by the on-rushing Doherty.
Yeah, it's not an easy chance, but that's where the real danger is going to come from Tottenham, getting their wing-backs forward, getting crosses in. It's really good play from Son, good centre-forward play, good hold-up play. It's an excellent cross, and Doherty just arrives a little bit late, maybe doesn't anticipate the ball's going to reach him. It's difficult to control it, keep it down, score from a ball that's arriving on the half volley. Stay with your man and make sure he doesn't get in behind you.
In by Kane, met by March. Oh, here's Son. There they go. Always heading over the Brighton goal, though.
Well, we know what he's capable of from range, but once again, Brighton have the ball in central midfield there. They're swamped, they're overrun, they lose the ball.
For Brighton, and by McAllister, reinvented as a deep line midfielder this season. Welbeck now goes for the early shots and drags it wide.
Well, there's only one thought in his mind. When he makes that forward run, he's going to strike the ball towards the far post. But I'm looking at Leandro Trossard and the supporting run that he makes here for Welbeck. Just to Welbeck's left, you see Trossard has actually got goal side of his man. If Welbeck had got his head up and just maybe rolled that ball across the 6-yard box, his teammate could have had a tap in. But you can understand from that angle, he's not got his head up. He's only ever going to think about shooting. But
no, they really need to get their away form going. Just one win from 6 on the road so far, and that was at bottom of the table, Nottingham Forest. No time like the present. Here's Son. Bentancur forcing a full stretch save from Sanchez.
Oh, the way that Tottenham are setting up with Basuma sitting deep, Bentancur can step forward and join the attack. It's a thunderous strike, and it comes through bodies as well. Not easy for Sanchez to actually see that, let alone save it. It's a strong left arm, moves his feet quickly as well. It's an excellent save.
He got his first goal for the club this season since his January arrival in that thumping of Leicester City. Not too far away from adding to that. Tottenham's reward is a corner. Under their new set-piece coach Gianni Vio, they have been pretty prolific in this department. Let's see what they can muster here. Webster's head on it. Højbjerg. By Son. And the deflection takes it in. Predatory instincts of the highest order by Harry Kane. And halfway through the first half, Spurs think they have the lead. It will be checked, of course.
Incredible reactions from Harry Kane, but it's an avoidable goal, really, from a Brighton perspective. The ball is on the edge of the box with Højbjerg, and I think Trossard actually just goes to sleep slightly here as the ball is played back towards Son. You see he's actually caught ball watching. That ball then gets in behind him, finds Son. I'm sure that is a shot. It looks as if Gross is playing Harry Kane on. He does ever so well just to really drop his shoulders and help that ball on its way. All the pace is on the ball. So it's not about having a powerful headed finish, it's about helping the ball on its way. It's magnificent reactions from Harry Kane.
The VAR is Stuart Atwell, the confirmation that the goal stands. Harry Kane points to the heavens, you know who's in his thoughts. As he celebrates that one, a touch of the armband. That one is for Gianpiero Ventroni. Brighton eluded well back and took it away from Trossard. Quick one-touch stuff from Brighton that's very hard to defend against. Caicedo, Tesleris. Pascal Gross stands over this one. In by Gross, up towards Welbeck. Basuma making amends. That was a very worthy and well-required block.
Yeah, he had to get the timing of that right, because...
There's Webster. Was it 3 seasons ago? He got a goal against Spurs away in a 2-1 defeat. He's one of the pieces in place here for Roberto De Zerbi's Brighton. Just over.
I was actually surprised that Lewis don't step forward into that kind of crowd of players. I was thinking that's maybe going to make it more difficult to get his head on the ball, but he does ever so well, just can't quite get over it enough to keep it down. If he had done, Lloris would have had no chance, but Tottenham have to be a bit more aggressive. They've got a stop dunk. Getting a relatively clear header in, too easy for him.
McAllister. March! Lloris was rooted, but March was off target.
Yeah, this is on target. Lloris isn't saving it. It's better from Brighton. They just start to zip the ball around. They're getting their creative players involved in the game. You see McAllister playing out of the pitch. March drifting in off the flank, which he loves to do. He'll be disappointed. Tries to really drill it into that bottom corner. Maybe.
Estepinian, back to the Belgian. Caicedo. Gross. The block from Davis. Well, came off a hand. That's not going to be pulled up. Welbeck. Pascal Gross. Bentancur crowded out. Caicedo. Welbeck! Thwarted by Lloris. And away by Basuma.
Being aggressive. They're winning the ball back. It is a decent strike from Welbeck. You can see here Brighton swarming all around Bentancur. That's what Tottenham have been doing to them. And once again, Lloris sees this all the way. It's pretty much at him. It's a good height. He'll be disappointed if this ball goes through him and in. Again, he should be saving it.
Help from Gross. Estepinian's there. Caicedo. McAllister sliced across the back of it. So recovery time is about as good as it can be, given the schedule. Webster joining the attack. Here comes Caicedo. Oh, this is equally profligate with possession. Kane has his head up. That's inch perfect for Son, and dunked it so well to get back and get the ball.
What a recovery challenge that is. We know the danger they pose the front two for Tottenham. Brighton might dominate the ball, but with these two in the team, there's always that opportunity to go from back to front quickly, and the weight of that pass, the angle of it from Harry Kane is perfect, but the speed and the timing of the challenge from Dunk is absolutely outstanding.
Wonderful display of attacking and defensive arts. Kane. He spun away from Dunk this time and far wide of the Brighton goal.
Well, this is a surprise that he's not at the very least hit the target here, but he just has a look at Lewis Dunk as the ball is played his way. He just looks at Dunk and he wants him to actually close him down and get close to him, because then he can roll him. Just seen a brilliant piece of defending from Dunk. This isn't so great. Don't try and win the ball here. That's what Kane wants. Then he can turn you. He doesn't really look at the target at any point. Maybe he had. He could have drilled that home.
A surprise to see Tottenham's first shot of this second half by McAllister. Back by Veltman. Caicedo almost invited to shoot. Trossard, who won't need a second invitation, but he was well crowded out. Mitoma went to curl it. That was very well read by Højgård. Min Son to take for Tottenham. Glanced on by Dyer, and Sanchez wasn't sure. He hurled himself at that.
When there's bags of pace on the ball, all you can really do is just help it on its way. Kane and Dyer. It's actually Kane who's looking to flick that ball towards the far post and just gets his angles wrong.
Son looked offside. The play goes on. Son shoots. Son scores, and up goes the flag.
Yeah, it did look at a pretty clear one as the forward ball was played. He looked a yard or two offside. He makes that an excellent run from out to in. I think it's Veltman who does just the right thing at the right time, stepping up, catching Son offside.
McAllister bounces away from Son.
Mitoma. Trossard. Tottenham wall have been constructed sort of areas in this second period, but when it comes to really testing Hugo Lloris, he hasn't had anything to deal with in this second half as yet, has he? And as to change, well, Tottenham are coming away with the points. Might open up for Welbeck. He's dragged it.
Well, Richarlison is a lucky boy because he just plays this pass blind. He lays the ball back onto the edge of his box and just gives the ball back to Brighton. He should be dealing with this comfortably, but this is so poor from Richarlison. Session's caught on his heels as well. Bit of complacency from Tottenham. That could cost them dearly. They don't sort themselves out. And once again, an opportunity for Brighton, but they don't hit the target. Had plenty of the ball in this second half, as you'd expect the home team, a goal down there, trying to force the issue. They just haven't worked Lloris